What is going on, guys? OneEyedBandit back again with another Dragon Ball FighterZ video, and today I'm going to be talking about different variations for the characters. So now, if you've seen my video I posted a couple days ago just talking about the patch changes that I wanted to see in Season 3, I did speak on this a little bit, but I kind of want to now give my top 10 characters that I want to see with different variations within patch 3 if they ever decide to give it to us. Because if you don't know, Videl is the only character on the whole roster that has a different variation. She obviously has her pigtails, and she actually gets a little bit of an outfit change as well. I never really noticed that, but I'm looking at it now. I didn't know her short hair had the pink undershirt and and it just never crossed my mind that she had that, whereas the pigtails has, you know, the just overshirt and the Hercule badge. I just never knew that. But on this whole roster, there is a bunch of characters that could have different variations. So the way that you choose a different variation for Videl is if you hold L1 and X, you obviously get, you know, the pigtails. But if you just hover over and hit X, you get the short hair. And so if I do that to anybody else, nobody gets it. I was trying to see if they secretly patched it in for different characters, but they obviously did not. Videl definitely is the only person that has that. And so basically, like I said, I want to tell you guys my top 10 that I want to see with a different variation. And obviously I have to start with my boy Gogeta, who actually just came out. So Gogeta, they gotta give us that man's second variation where he has the original orange and black fusion outfit that he had in Fusion Reborn. Not only that, it's possible for this character to, you know, maybe he could have 3 where he has just Super Saiyan and also just base form. That could, because to me the thing about it is this variation of Videl, her combos aren't different, she just looks different. And so that's why Gogeta is a perfect candidate for this, is because nothing would change about the character. It's just a palette swap basically, and he would definitely look cooler, I think, with some of his colors if he were to have, you know, just his yellow hair in Super Saiyan or his black hair in base form. Don't get me wrong, I like Super Saiyan Blue, but I don't like it as much as a Super Saiyan God or something like that. But that's just one. So just imagine that. My second one has to be Bardock. He's my favorite character, and although I don't really like the new Bardock style that was in the Dragon Ball Super movie, I just feel like I have to have that customization for Bardock, you know, I have to have that customization. And obviously his reference color would be his original color. It would just be dope to see Bardock like that. No Bardock with the headband and stuff like that. So that's already 2. 3 is definitely Krillin. I don't play Krillin, but could you imagine hitting L1 or holding L1 and X, and then your boy pops up with the hair? That's easy to do. Just give the man some hair. He's basically his new or his old self with the hair. You could even put him in the GT form and have him old. Oh man, that would be so fire. This is another character that doesn't, it would just be a palette swap, because there are a few characters just like Super Saiyan Vegeta. The reason I wouldn't choose him is because even though, yes, I do want Majin Vegeta, I would take a Majin Vegeta palette swap, but I feel like Majin Vegeta could be a character all on his own, because just think about the dramatic finish he would have with Majin Buu. It would just be amazing. Majin Vegeta could definitely be his own character, so that's why I wouldn't choose a Vegeta to have a palette swap. He's perfectly fine the way he is, but there's just certain characters on here that deserve to have a different just palette, because they wouldn't need to change anything. Another one, let's give it number 4, is my boy Gohan right here. Just so the Dragon Ball Broly movie, right? Broly 2 Second Coming, he would have on obviously his Piccolo gi, right? and he would be badass. Obviously, he would go Super Saiyan, so that would be the palette swap right there. He'd go Super Saiyan. I'm sure his potential unleash would still work the same way. He's just in Super Saiyan form, and like, you know, he would just be in his Piccolo gi. That's just something else that could be dope. So that's number 4, right? And number 5 is actually Teen Gohan. Where is that boy at? He's somewhere on here. Where? Okay, there he is. So Teen Gohan, same thing. This time he would be in his Goku gi from the BoJack movie. Like, just think about that. Like, the reason I'm talking about this is because it gives way more variety to the game. It adds more customization, makes the characters feel like they're yours, like you customized them, and so that's why I would like that. For number 6, I'm gonna go both Goku and Blue Vegeta. Obviously, these two characters do have different outfits in Dragon Ball Super, right? So in Dragon Ball Super, Vegeta's outfit is black, and obviously they had the Whis symbol on there. So, you know, and then Goku he just didn't have the blue undershirt on, and obviously he had the Whis symbol on there too. So that would be amazing to see. Easy. You don't have to change anything about the character. You're just changing the way they look. My number 7 is definitely Trunks. I have always loved the armor long-haired Trunks. So if they were to give me that, fam, I'd bust. Like, that's just how it is. I just gotta call it like it is. Trunks is one of the sauciest characters in this game. I know I'm talking about a bunch of these characters. Like, I don't even play, like, I don't play a bunch of characters. Like, I stick to what I know, I stick to what I like. But hell, if they gave us a palette swap for some of these characters, I might switch it up. Like, if they gave me long-haired Trunks with the Vegeta armor, the game would feel so much better. So that's number 7. Number 8 might have to be, or okay, not might, it definitely has to be Android 17. I'm gonna add 18 in there too, so that's my number 7. It could be did I say 7 or is it 8? Where were we at? We had 1, we had, what was it, Bardock 2, Krillin 3, 4, 5, 6 with these two, 7, so yeah, 8. My number 8 is Android 17. Obviously, 18's counterpart in her combos, that number 17, the original number 17 as a palette swap would be really, really dope. Like I love Ranger 17, but I love Bandana 17 a lot more. He just looks more badass that way. Sorry, like and just imagine the different colors on that man. Like, these 17 definitely has probably the sauciest colors because his clothes are like normal. He has like normal clothes on. So just imagine Bandana 17 with the different colors on. So that would be dope. And like I said, 18 as well. I'm gonna add her into the number 8 because she was actually the first person that gave us like the hope that we might get variations. Because I remember when, like, I think patch, like the first patch for the game came, like when everybody got changed, I'm thinking that's what it was. She was like, there was files in the game that gave her like her other outfit that she had on. Like, I know you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna show it up on screen right now because like I can't remember what it was. I think, yeah, the outfit with the beads that she has on. So yeah, that's gonna be up on screen still. And then obviously, like, I don't know, they can make it to where or even the tracksuit 18, and then the Ranger 17 could be her, like the one in her combos. Like, oh my gosh, there's just so much. There's just so much. So that's 8. Number 9, gotta give it to my boy Goku. I definitely feel like Goku could be, a lot of his variations could easily be like Super Saiyan 2 to even Super Saiyan 3. I don't feel like Super Saiyan 3 needs to be its own character. It would just make sense to give him Super Saiyan 1 and 2 as 2 different variations. Like, it's so easy to give these characters different variations. Their moves could easily be the same. So yeah, that's just my take on that. And then lastly but not least, number 10, I should have split somebody off, but I think definitely I would have to give it to, oh man, I might just say base Vegeta, because he doesn't have his scouter and also his tail isn't like swinging. So that'd be a real cool variation, because he would be battle damage too, so that would be epic. Like, yeah, it's not, there's almost half the cast, even more than that, could easily get a different variation. Like Yamcha, obviously runner up, he could have his short hair and not his long hair. That'd be a really cool variation to have. Yeah, that's basically it, because everybody else doesn't really need a new variation. Maybe Cooler could have his skinny form, but that could obviously be his own thing. Jiren would definitely be cool, because he would be full power Jiren and shirtless, and like, yeah, that's basically it. I would say Murder Zamasu with his fat ugly arm, but that would make him a way taller character, and he would, I feel like that's a different character in itself. So yeah, guys, like, what characters would you like to see with different color palette swaps, just like Videl? How would you go about it? Like, would you make, like, if it was up to you, would you make a bunch of these characters just different characters? Like, I know y'all are tired of seeing Gokus and Vegetas, so y'all have to say that I'm right when it comes to just giving him a different palette swap, right? A different variation for Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2. And Super Saiyan 2 for Vegeta, just having the lightning aura around them both, like, that would be pretty dope, and it would eliminate the possibility of kind of having, more Gokus and Vegetas in the game. So yeah, even TN could have a different outfit. Like, it's just so much. There's just so much. Like, this Goku here, or base Goku, like, oh man, see, imagine GT Goku as a different variation. Like, it would, like, I know this, like, you have this GT Goku, small Goku, but imagine big GT Goku as a variation. And yeah, it could go so many different ways, but the video is going on long enough. I've talked about my top 10, and I would definitely like to see different variations within patch number 3. So if you guys would as well, name them down in the comment section below. Remember that God and anime is always on your side. Please come join the Bandit Army. That's all I got for y'all. Peace out.